Lights up, mic on. Time to meet the minds behind the magic. This is Know Your Dev. Let the story begin. No, yo, yeah, yo, 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 yo. Know your dev. Know your dev. Let the world see who they are. Know your dev. Know your dev. Every builder is a star. Step inside the show. Where the big ideas grow. Know your name. Know your name. Let's go. Let's go. Beat drop, hearts pop, here's the moment we start. Where creators share the map of how they follow their heart. From a spark to a plan, from the plan to the code. Every dev has a journey, every journey has a road. We explore, we adore, bringing stories to light. Let the kids and the dreamers feel the power tonight. It's the show where imagination meets the truth they tell. Welcome in, grab a seat, this is Know Your Dev. The world see who they are. Know your name, know your name. Every builder is a star. Step inside the show. Somewhere where the big ideas grow. Know your name, know your name. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Old school rhythm with a big cartoon grin. Every Sunday we unlock where the legends begin. We ask how, we ask why, we uncover the crime. From the first tiny sketch to the moment it shines. Kids listening at home get inspired for real. To create, to imagine, to invent what they feel. Cause the future gets built by the dreamers who dare. And on KYD, every dream gets shared. Know your deal. Know your deal. Let the world see who they are. Know your deal. Know your deal. Every builder is a star. Step inside the show. Where the big ideas grow. Know your deal. Know your deal. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, sir. It's another beautiful minute. Wait a second. Wait a second. Yes, we got you here. That was just a glitch. The markets today are scary. There's blood in the streets. But as Warren Buffett once said, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. This is exactly what you save your fiat for. This is what you moments like this not are not for hype. They're for not for chops, but for opportunities created by the fear that is in the markets right now. So this is also why assets like RLUSD exist, right? Whenever you have time to take some profit, you don't have to exit the entire system altogether. You can park that capital somewhere that is stable. And that's why they created the RLUSD. I'm not even going to mention anything else. It doesn't matter. And I'll be honest, this market does not scare me. It doesn't scare me because I think I like in a sense, yes, I like when the market is right. It gives me more of an opportunity because I have conviction. My conviction is built for watching moments like this, and I will be prepared every single time. I guess what? I'm here with one of the main reasons why I'm so convicted. This is the real people that are building on this ledger right now, and you can understand why the price doesn't really matter because of the tools that are coming into the ecosystem. With that said, my man, please introduce yourself. Health AI, what's your government name? Where do you grow up? Talk to me about yourself. Give me a little bit about yourself, my guy.
Hey, you got Tiger. Thanks, man. And yeah, my real name is Pablo, Pablo, and I grew up in Southern California, Los Angeles. But I was born in Mexico. I was lucky enough to to be raised here in LA, but I was born in Mexico, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry you were raised in LA. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just
No, man. Tell me about it. It's sad. It's sad to see what has become of it. I've been here since I was a kid, and it's completely different of what it was 20 years ago. So yeah, I
yeah,
totally
yeah.
feel you, brother.
Hey, so what was it like growing up over there, right? Like what kind of you think shaped you the most? Your environment, your family, some of the struggles you went through or some of the opportunities. Give me a little bit insight into, that side of your world.
Yeah. So um, I will say that what made me who I am is to begin with my family, right? Uh, and just to start everything, my mom is my dad passed away when I was younger, and that's the main reason why she decided to move here. And she was always working, brother. She was working 1 or 2 jobs, 6 7 days a week, and I saw that on my family, on my mom, and I started working when I was young. I remember faking my first work permit right after high school. Uh, and I started working when I was, I think, 14, 15, and I faked my work permit. And I said I was 16, and I started working in this auto repair shop, auto service. So that taught me a lot of work ethic, right? When you say you're going to do something, you do something, and you do it to the best of your knowledge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that makes complete sense. I think that's definitely a lot of the people that I meet go through similar situations. Now, were you always a technical guy, or did that come like later in life? Was it through school or?
No, I have always been type of a geek. Um, One of my I'll say my biggest skill. So through work and life, and since I was a kid, I was always, my thing was gaming, right? I remember getting my first Nintendo, PlayStation 1, putting them apart, hacking them, getting those black CDs, loading it up on the website and hacking them and making sure you can just use any type of game or gaming or upload them. PlayStation 2, getting those memory cards, jailbreak the system, getting the memory cards and loading hundreds of video games to it. So I'll say they started pretty young, right? Started when I was a kid, and I love it because now I mean, I do know a lot about computers. I can literally put a computer myself, load up the software myself. I do a little bit of byte coding, and also at work, right? When I started working, I have always been known as the geek guy, kind of like the IT guy, even though where I'm working right now, I am a nurse, and I work in the care management, care coordination department, and people are always asking me, "Hey, what about this on the system? Hey, how do you remove this on the system? Oh, how do you do this? How do you do that?" It's always been, I'll say it, a blessing in disguise that I'm always been kind of like a geek. I would love to work more with computers, but I just don't have the time. But I'd say it started pretty young because I was putting apart PlayStations, hacking them, jailbreaking them, or even selling those extra copies of the jailbreaking uh, software to my friends so they can do that to their systems too. I mean, you didn't hear that from me, but that was many, 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 many years ago.
Yeah, you just incriminated yourself.
I know, right? Man, no, that's a joke. That's hypothetically speaking. It did never happen.
Oh my God! Yeah, we got similar backgrounds in how technology has shaped our life. But before the health AI, right? What path were
Before,
you
right?
on, right? What were you doing for work, or basically what do you go for in your studies, right? Is that something kind of aligned to the health AI thing, or how did it happen? Where basically I want to know, was there a moment where you actually realized this system is broken, type of thing?
Oh yeah, yeah. So I've been working in the industry for a long time now, right? And the way I feel about it is that we have the technology out there, and we have what we need to have a successful system, to have a successful, I'll say, healthcare industry. We just don't use it because we continue to follow the old roadmap, the old, I'll say, blueprint of doing things. So many years ago, I'll say like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I was walking down the hospital, just walking down, right? Doing care coordination stuff, making sure patients get what they need so they can go home safely, or anywhere they want to go, or they have to go, they have to do it safely. So you have to make sure the care coordination and discharge plan is right. And I
Yeah.
was walking down the path, and there was this guy, this patient, and he was screaming, "Nurse, nurse, help me!" And I was like, "Okay, it's not me. It's not calling me. I'm not the floor nurse." And then I passed by again because I was rounded on that floor, and he kept screaming, "Nurse, nurse, help me!" So then I kept passing by the floor, and then he was, "Nurse, nurse, help me." This was like 4 years ago, and then I finally decided to go and check up on the guy, and then I was like, "Yeah, what do you need?" And that was all he was screaming, all day, 24/7. He was confused. He apparently had some type of dementia and stuff like that. And then I went back the same day, same thing. Nurse helped me 24/7. And then the day after that, nurse helped me 24/7. So I decided to check up on the trademark and the name and the website. And then, and everything started from there. I started planning. I started doing the blueprint. I started talking to some co-workers, or now ex-co-workers, social workers, friends, and then have another friend, a doctor, and we decided to come together, come on board, and be like, "Hey, you know what? We think if you focus the whole system through care coordination, putting the user as a centerpiece, we can do much better." So then we just started working on this. Right? It was just a blueprint for maybe about 2, 3 years. Then I got
Hey,
some
Pablo,
capital together. Yeah.
Pablo, give me a second. I have a few questions that you're already answering, but
Okay.
from what I'm hearing, right? So your original Spark became live because of a patient, sort of, I think, right? Started actually calling you a nurse, or requesting he was needing a nurse, and then you actually got the idea from that at that moment, right? But what was the exact moment in your head where health AI kind of stopped being just that idea and became the actual mission that you have in mind right now?
With the exact moment that it became the mission that I have, that was exactly on. It was around, I'll say, the first week of February 2025, when I finally put the idea together, everything together, and it was because my mom kept forgetting her medications, and my mom kept forgetting go to her appointments, and but she's really crafty with iPads. So I was like, what can I do to make sure she does not rely on me to take her medications, to talk to someone that has knowledge when she has a question, especially about her diet and activity and how to walk or not, and to schedule her own appointments. So
Okay, so you were
that's
looking for a resolution for your personal issue, right? And then out of that frustration, basically, Health AI was born, right? The system itself, I mean.
exactly, and that's exactly the point when Healthy I was born, and
So
she's been my main testing person of the app till
you're guinea
today.
pig.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is, if that moment never happened, does AI exist today? Health AI?
I don't think so, because I was really close about selling the brand. I was really close about selling a bulk package of nursehelpme.com, nursehelpme.org, the trademark, nursehelpme.business or something like that. I
Yeah.
was really close to selling it for like $10,000. I really had the offer. GoDaddy kept sending me emails, and I was just going to sell it, but that moment made me change everything. Healthy I LLC, healthai.org, because I own a bunch of domains for the whole company, and I was ready to sell them for like $10,000.
Okay, okay. Well, listen, this is KYD. So we like to go under the hood. I want to know, what problems do you refuse to compromise when you were building this thing?
The first thing I refuse to compromise on is the, I'll say, user or data privacy. That is, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? There's a lot of applications out there that will tell you we are HIPAA grade compliance. We are super encrypted. I HIPAA grade this, HIPAA grade that. And I'm going to be honest with you, there is no HIPAA grade compliance application. There is no HIPAA grade compliance applications. It's either you are HIPAA compliant or not. Or if they tell you there is HIPAA certified applications, that doesn't exist. HIPAA is just a set of guidelines that you have to respect if you don't want to get into trouble with the Department of Healthcare Services if you ever or whenever you get audited. So I do not compromise on that. That's one of the biggest things is for us. Everything we build, everything we code, we have to do it a certain way. And once we're finished with everything, we're going to have to pay this third party audit firm a few $1,000s for them to audit our platform so we can tell everyone, here you go, here you go. Now you can put any type of healthcare information you want in the system. So that's one thing I don't compromise
Yeah.
because there's a lot of I'm telling you, I have seen a lot. There's a lot of applications out there. They keep lying to the people, but they just don't know what they're using, and they keep bragging, "Oh, we're HIPAA grade." There's no HIPAA grade. It's either you are HIPAA compliant or not.
Listen, I think a lot of the people in this world they don't understand the importance of privacy, and the fact that that's one of your forefront. I think that absolutely kind of separates you from the pack, right? Because we're living in a world that more and more of our privacy is basically stolen from us, whether we agree to it or not. I'm sure not everyone out there goes ahead and read the fine print on what they're signing. So that's definitely really good. I appreciate definitely the privacy part. So what assumptions about healthcare or AI did you challenge with early on?
So the main target, right, of what we're building is we're trying to fix is one of the I'll say the three core problems of the healthcare system. The first one is the user compliance or patient compliance. People, if when they go to the doctor or when they want to engage, not just going to the doctor, because healthcare wellness is not going to the doctor, just going to the doctor anymore. You can participate on your wellness 24/7. So people are not compliant. They get the recommendations and they're not compliant just because we just don't want to be compliant. About 50% of the people, and I don't have the specific numbers right there, they're on my website, but a lot of people that are non-compliant. So we're trying to target compliance. The second one is user retention or patient retention. When a lot of people get a provider, even if it's a virtual provider, any type of doctor, nurse, social worker, mental health provider, you just continue to switch, right? You don't identify with those providers. So we're trying to target user retention. And the last one is the most important, engagement. We want people to be engaged. We want people to be compliant with the treatment. We want the people to keep the providers. So if you're able to fix these three items, you basically fix the broken healthcare system. So what we're trying to fix in the real world is compliance, retention, and engagement.
So compliance. Say that again.
Yeah, compliance, retention, and engagement.
All right. That's definitely something that people struggle with. It's actually myself. I don't. If I go to a hospital, I definitely don't have all three of them. And so, with what's wrong right now in the healthcare system, right? Obviously, there's a ton of money that people are throwing out there. Most of that money doesn't really go to your health per se. I mean, I can recall going to let's say a visit for a doctor or whatever, and then I get the bill out of just a conversation. I'm getting charged hundreds of dollars, and to me, it doesn't make sense. What basically was wrong with existing solutions that made you say, "Well, I have to build this actually differently than everything else"?
Well, existing solutions. So to begin with, right, there is not one single platform that gives you everything you need regarding wellness or healthcare anywhere in the world, not even the United States or anywhere in the world. So let's say if you want to learn something about insurances, you have to go to an insurance website, you have to go on an exchange, you have to go to like Cover California, Medicaid, CMS, Medicare. If you want to learn about preventable diseases, you have to go to different websites, you have to go to the CDC or the Mayo Clinic, or just the most reputable healthcare institution that you know, right? If you want to know about providers, you have to do the legwork. You have to make sure they're contracted with your insurance. You have to make sure they have an open panel. So everything's really fragmented, and there is no one single system, at least that I know of, and I know a lot of systems that is implementing all of these resources in one true source of power, I'll say, managed by artificial intelligence. So that's what I'm doing, right? I am creating an artificial intelligence platform with all of the resources I know they're good for your wellness. I'll say for your wellness uh,
Jer-
lifespan, your journey. Yeah, journey. And I'm putting everything managed by an artificial intelligence that we're training to be a wellness guy, right? From you learning basic insurance coverages, going to the appropriate websites, getting that coverage, see if you qualify for any type of assistance from the government, to taking you to the next social worker, mental health provider, healthcare provider, doctor, nurse, care coordinator, making sure you have a great diet plan, wellness plan, healthcare goals, activity levels, and tracking all of those goals and milestones for you and giving you rewards for it. So we're putting everything together like all at once using advanced artificial intelligence.
what you think failed early in the early version of the actual app of the health AI? You know what people don't see, the code behind the machine, basically.
Well, it's really hard. Like a lot of people might know, either vibe coders or coders or just developers in general. It's really hard to actually get the main structure up and running.
Yeah,
Like
the machine,
it's just
basically.
really hard, especially the way we're targeting it, right? So we're having a big problem setting up the main structure and the main goals of the platform, like per se. Some of us wanted to have appointments visible on the main front page, but then we also want to have a clear user interface that's going to be simplistic enough for anyone to use it. So it was a lot of back and forth and removing and adding, but we finally all got together on a model we like on the main user interface and the sign up process. So I think having the core structure and making sure that it's not complex, simple enough in order for anywhere to use it, it's the main thing. It was the main thing for us, and we were stuck on it for a few months.
Okay, I see. So listen, I think health it's a huge responsibility, and so is AI. Because I don't think I mean, in my opinion, health AI isn't something neutral, right? When do you think the weight of responsibility really hit you, and if it hasn't, when do you think it actually going to start hitting you?
Well, right now we're going a limited beta testing, and I'm been getting a lot of emails and not emails, messages, direct messages from the people testing the system. A couple of ex co-workers as well are testing the system, and prospective investors. And it hits me now. I think it just I just got slapped in the face like last week. We started last week or the week before that. Um, that there's a lot of expectations, right?
Yeah.
But and there's still a lot of doubters out there. It's like what you're trying to do has been a problem of the healthcare industry for, I'll say, decades now. And there's a lot of people out there that they're barely starting to believe in the system, and because they see what I'm doing, right? So now they're having more expectations of me. People that they were not wanting to get involved before, they're the ones now sending the messages, asking questions, asking to meet and stuff like that. So I think it's been real for me over a year now, because I've been putting my money and my mouth into it, my words and my time and my sweat and my patience. But I just got to the point that finally people are seeing what I've been building all this time, and the way we've been doing it, which is the right way, not cutting any corners. So now it just got really real for me a couple of weeks ago. Like people asking to meet, asking questions, asking clarifications, meeting with the professional teams as well and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
what's been pretty eye opening for me.
Okay, okay, okay. So now, obviously, I don't know if you actually seen what's happening in the AI world, where I think the name is Claude Bot or something like that. It's becoming with a mind of its own, right? That right there is it's liberating in a sense, but it's also a little bit scary, right? Because a lot of us don't understand what the implication of that is. But if you look at movies, old movies, every single one depicts AI as one of the things that actually wants to exterminate the human race. Where do you draw the line with AI in your platform, right? In healthcare, what's that line looks like, and what are the what do you call it, security measures you have in place for something like what we're seeing now with the Claude AI? I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah. So I seen it, and I'm one of those persons that I don't know if you guys remember Elon Musk. I think last year talking in was it Dubai or Saudi Arabia in the economic forum, he gave a really good speech about the way we need to foster AI. Right, I'm a hardcore believer that AI right now is at the phase that, and it's advancing like super fast, right? It's at the phase of it's kind of like a child, right? Like maybe like a 5 year old, 10 year old that you're raising yourself with your consciousness, with your guidance, with your example. And if we raise AI to be conscious about preserving and making human life better, it's going to be better. I don't really believe hardcore in a dystopian future, to be honest with you. I do believe there is a lot of bad people, bad actors out there that are going to use it for bad, but I don't believe like kind of like in a Skynet type of a dystopian future. I
Yeah.
think we're doing well, but where I draw the line accessing AI and having AI in the records, like where AI is basically isolated to our ecosystem, and we are training our AI to only gather data or scrub certain type of sources of information to prevent any misunderstandings or false information. Like we're having the AI scrub databases from the CDC, which is the government, the CDC websites, the Mayo Clinic, and institutions like that. We also have it basically isolated to our ecosystem. It's not out there. We're not putting it into chats or Reddit or any type of like the new AI type of Reddit platform they created. We're not doing any of that because we consider that we put a lot of effort into it and we just don't want to put it anywhere. That's it, one thing. And the second thing, we don't want our AI to go crazy and then go back and tell you, oh yeah, if you drink this type of water, you'll be cured. We don't want any of that. So
Yeah.
we're basically pretty much isolating our system or ecosystem and training our AI only to use the reliable sources of information.
Okay, just a quick thing for the speakers on the stage. If you want to ask a question, I would like for you to raise your hand. I will introduce you, and then we'll go from there. With that said, Pablo, I want to talk about the build itself. I want to know what is Health AI today in simple terms, right? Remember, this is going to be a recorded space where we can share this with anyone that we would like to know more about yourself. I want you to explain it in simple terms. What is Health AI today?
So Health AI today is on unlimited beta testing, which means only close people to us are or hardcore community members are testing the system and providing recommendations. And what we do is we're fixing the broken healthcare system. We are basically your wellness guide through your healthcare journey. And we're here for any type of care coordination, diet management, healthcare management, and we're basically gamifying your experience. So we're giving you rewards or rewarding you to be proactive on your wellness management.
All right, all right. I see a few hands that did came up. My man, welcome to KYD Stone Invictus. Let me give you the chance. Stone, go ahead, my friend.
Hey, my main question was just how do the beta test, or first of all, do you need beta testers? And if so, how are you finding them? And do you need help with them?
Yeah, so the main ones is my team and investors and holders, like a couple of nurses and one doctor and one social worker that have been with me since I was literally writing this on paper. And we also have a couple of community members, right? We do have those community members. They are super excited about the product. They got some of our NFTs. They hold some of our token. We told them, hey, you know what? You want to be part of the main first beta testing? And they say yes. We gave them a window to sign up. They signed up, and that's what they were. They're testing. I don't think I need testers right now, but like in 2 weeks, once the actual voice of Florence goes live and the activity tracking goes live, I'm gonna need more people that start talking to Florence, see if she goes crazy, and more people that start tracking their activity, see if they are getting their rewards distributed properly. So yeah, I'm gonna need a couple of more, maybe a few more testers, like in 2 to 3 weeks.
Just come by the show and let me know. We'll send them over your way.
Thanks, Stone.
Thank you, Stone. My man Andrew from Victor's Global. Welcome to KYD. I think this is your first appearance. How you doing today?
Hey, Grand Rising, everybody. I'm out and about right now, so sorry if you hear a bit of background noise. I would like to ask the question because I've been to a lot of DeSci IRL events. I've been learning more about decentralized science, the benefits behind it. What do you think is the problem with the healthcare industry right now that you're trying to resolve with health AI?
Well, to be honest with you, Andrew, the main thing, the main problem of everything, and it doesn't really matter if you are in the United States or North America or South America or anywhere in the world, is it's access to care. Having the right care at the right time, at the right setting is the main problem. So that is exactly what I'm trying to solve. And again, it's really important. A lot of people take this for granted, but having the right care at the right time, at the right setting, solves everything, because you don't have to wait to be ill enough to go to the hospital in order to start being proactive on your healthcare and your healthcare goals. So the main thing that we're solving, and I think what is the main problem of the whole healthcare system, is right care at the right time, at the right setting. And it boils down to the main three things that we're trying to solve with the platform, right? Retention, prevention, and engagement. So yeah, that's what we're trying to do. And I think we're gonna be doing good because the tools that we're gonna be offering on our platform are just gonna be great.
Victor's, was that suffice your question? I mean, I think it was pretty good. If you guys don't have any other questions, I'll continue myself, Pablo. Uh, I want to know, who is this actually for? Like right now.
Like who's the app for my mom? I'm building it for her. I swear to God, I've been putting so much money into this thing, like time, money, and patience. I'm just doing it for her. I want her to just open her iPad. And I mean, I love when she calls me, right? But then I'm working in the middle of the day and she calls me, hey, I have a question. This medication is for this medication is for that, but I don't remember this of that or the appointment this and that, and check my system, or a lot of stuff like that. So this app is for my mom, and I hope she likes it. Well, she likes it so far, and it's going to be about, well, right now the main build is on, of course, in English, but it's going to be fully translated on Spanish. And one of our target demographics is a lot of underserved markets in Mexico and South America. So yeah, this is for her and the people that don't know anything about healthcare that want to learn more.
Okay, sounds good. Now let's talk about what's live. I want to know what is live right now. In your what do you call it? Because it's an app. So what's live on your app today? That she can basically take advantage of. And what do you think? What's common?
Right. So what's live right now within the main app, which is Nurse Help Me? Um, it is basically Florence, the artificial intelligence agent, diet management or and diet management and diet goals. Florence, the artificial intelligence chat version, and also what's live is the healthcare goals management, and also wallet tracking and health AI tracking. And there's one more thing live. I forgot because we have multiple utilities and tools in it.
A quick
I think,
question.
yeah.
I'm looking at your website. I don't know if you watching the YouTube or the X stream. Is this obviously it is AI created, but is this maybe a representation of your mother that I see on the image?
No, she doesn't look like her. But it's just
This is Florence, though,
yeah,
right?
that's Florence. Florence. So her name is Florence. A lot of us call her Flo or Floor
Oh, I
or
know a flow.
Flower. Yeah. So so it's in honor of Florence Nightingale, the mother of modern nursing. So that's why we name her Florence.
Oh, got it, got it. So one thing, right? What feedback have changed your roadmap the most?
Honestly, like a long time ago, I was a Stone Space, coffee and crypto with Stone, and then uh, I think it was Optimistic Prime, and then someone else. They were like, "Oh, we want the artificial intelligence agent or the main source of power in the system to be more wellness, holistic oriented instead of you just trying to be pushing that type of a Western medicine to begin with." And that changed a lot of stuff, man. That pushed me back like 2 months. So so Florence, it's a nurse. Well, I cannot legally call her a nurse in California because she's artificial intelligence. But I will say this: Florence, it's an artificial intelligence agent tailored as a nurse, but she's not a nurse, with a wellness type of a holistic approach first in mind.
Got it, got it. So, what are you building now that people aren't really ready for
I'm
yet?
gonna be honest with you. So um, this ecosystem that we're building, this platform that we're building, will know a lot about you, right? They probably know more about yourself than your own self. Why? Because it's going to be tracking your steps, your activity, your sleep pattern. Of course, if you let the system. But with that, it will provide tailored recommendations that will guide you through your wellness journey. A lot of us are not ready for that. We keep saying, "Oh, if I will have access to these doctors, oh, if I will have access to these recommendations, oh yeah, that person looks great on TV because they have all these type of recommendations, this type of helpers, this type of stuff." We just keep making excuses. People are not ready to take a forward step. Not everyone, right? But a lot of people, including myself,
The majority.
is yeah. It's like we're not ready to be out of excuses, not to accomplish your goals. Because once you have all this in your pocket, like what other excuses are you going to have? You can just enter your information. It's fully HIPAA compliant. Yeah, the artificial intelligence knows a lot about you, but it's only you. We're not publishing or selling or any type of that information, which we'll never do. And I mean, people are not ready to be out of excuses, I'll say.
Well, I'll tell you what. One thing the AI has above any human out there, it remembers everything you put in there. So while we have a limited memory, we can actually rely on AI to remember every single detail that we actually put in there. So that's one thing. Now, one more question, right? I want to know if everything goes right, what does health AI look like in, let's say, 2, 3, 5 years from now?
I'll say 2 or 3, 5 years from now, health AI looks like an application you can download anywhere you have your operating system with, if it's an iPhone, an Android, a Google phone, PC version. Health AI looks like a main player within the healthcare wellness system, and healthcare AI looks like the software that you use on your daily basis, especially when interacting with your doctors, social workers, and providers. So I want to do what a lot of big ride share companies did for transportation. I want to do the same thing for healthcare providers in general. So
Okay.
think ride share, but
Yeah.
within the wellness industry.
Yeah. No, no, makes sense, makes sense, and hopefully that's the path that this will definitely take. Now, how does this actually change the healthcare for the everyday people?
It's just basically going to give you the tools that you need in order to empower your healthcare journey or your wellness journey, right? So the way it looks like is this. Let's say, right? Just I know the comparison might not be the same, but just to give people an example is back in the days when you need to commute to work, you either took the bus or expensive taxis or the train system and risk to be mugged, right? So when Uber came in, all you have to do is pull up your phone, click a button, take a ride, at a at a fraction of the cost of a taxi, and go to your destination. Your commute is done. So I want to do the same thing. Right now, when you have to go to the doctor, when you have to talk to a professional provider, first of all, you have to make sure you have insurance. Second of all, you have to make sure you find the right provider. Third of all, that they take your insurance. The fourth thing that you have to do, make sure you got it covered financially. And then you finally make it to whatever type of a healthcare provider system that you need. So I want to do the same thing. I want to make a seamless transition for everyone to empower their journey and having the tools they need within their pocket, just like one click of a button.
So this is for everyone with a device on the palm of their hand. That's really good. I brought somebody else up. I know Stone, you have your hand up, but if you don't mind, let me give the mic to Cookie if he's ready. Cookie, this is your first appearance also on KYD. Thank you very much for being here. You have a question, comment for Health AI, and then we go with you, Stone.
There you go.
He's
Good.
literally farming the stage, and I have my hand up.
No, he's not. He's not. He's here.
Oh man, I did come up for a farm, but it was to support Health AI. They're a massively important project to us over at Farm. One of our first projects we crop dusted and an intrinsic part to our overall ecosystem. We're super excited to see where that project leads because I do feel it'll be one of the ones that will make a decent amount of cash for our holders in the long run, and it's actually adding a proper amount of value. It's most definitely not a meme token. So yeah, always happy to come up and share the stage with Health AI.
Well, thank you very much for coming up, my guy. I appreciate you being here, showing your support. That's definitely needed, right? We want to amplify all these builders that are actually not just building, let's say, a meme coin, right? Because to me, this Health AI, from what I heard today, it doesn't seem like a meme coin. It actually it's a transition. They're trying to do what Rideshare did for with taxes. They're trying to do that with healthcare. So I think it's a well needed upgrade. And if it's less costly, I think that's even better. So with that, Stone, you had your hand up. I'm sorry, my guy. I had to give it to a Cookie. Go ahead. What's your question?
No, that's all right. That was like Cookie would say. That was proper form. You busted him right off the rip. I kind of like that. And shout out to Cookie for highlighting Health AI. That's the reason I first got into it. When Health AI joined the farm, I had seen them around, but I hadn't really dove into the weeds. And then when they got Cookie's attention, I was like, maybe I should look into this. And I'm glad I did. My questions are one, are you going to integrate the devices that are already out there, such as like an Apple Watch? I use that when I train. Two, will there be something on there that tells me whether or not I'm overtraining? I've heard this rumored overtraining thing is it's a real thing. I don't know. I train 5 days a week. I don't think it's overtraining, but and then the third thing, so Apple device, um, whether or not we're overtraining, and then the third thing was Trump just announced Trump RX, which is a different way to get your prescription drugs in America. Is that going to be integrated?
Those are amazing questions, Stone. And the first one is yes. So it will be able to read if you have a wearable device like an iWatch or a Fitbit or one of those new rings that a lot of people are using, and you give it access, it will be able to basically whatever that apparatus or device is reading for you. Sometimes it's your circadian rhythm, like your heart rhythm, the sleep pattern, and all that is going to be able to read it for you. So that's the main thing, yes. And the second thing is regarding if it's going to be compatible or able to be downloaded on iWatch or Android. So we're building the things the right way, and when you are building something the right way, you have to always, no matter what, start with a web app, which is basically called a web application or a web platform first. So that is the main thing. So in a few words, imagine you just get on any type of regular web browser to begin with. When we are live, the web app is you're just gonna type "nurse help me" or you bookmark that. You go there, you log in, give us all of the permissions to to track your activity levels with your Fitbit or smartwatch, and that's pretty much it. Now, so it's basically going to be compatible with any type of device, mobile device, computer device, any type of device that you use since the get go. Now, after that, we're going to expand because you can run them on top of all. Once you have a web app or a web platform, all you have to do is wrap that version into a mobile version for the Google Store or the Apple Store and get it approved. So that's going to be your second and third and fourth step. Google Store, Android Store, and then Apple Store, right? Because Apple Store is the hardest one to do everything. So you want to have a lot of data and a lot of experience before you send it over so you won't get it denied. So yes, in a few words, yeah, we'll have all of that. The only thing I did not or we did not think about is, to be honest, is if you're overtraining, right? Because that is going to be something I think super personal regarding your activity levels, patterns, what you're doing, what you have not been doing, and also are you logging in your goals or not? Because Florence can send you the alert. It's like, bling, you completed this activity level, log it in, log it off, or just click in, or you click off. You took off your supplements. But if you forget about clicking done, right? Because there's certain things she cannot track for you. She will be able to track for you if you made it to the doctor's office, if you're sleeping, if you're walking or running, but she's not gonna be able to literally track if you're putting that supplement in your mouth. I mean, you can click yes, but are you lying to Florence? I mean, I don't know. So yeah, that's really good thing that we have to think about. Stone, it should be great to have something like that. Yeah.
There's literally nothing out there that does that. I've looked. And you said it'll know you better than you know yourself. So for those of us that, and I think the majority of the people that are going to use this are going to be honest with it, especially if it's about themselves and giving themselves feedback. But you're right. Some people lie to themselves all the time. I think that it's amazing. It's a huge leaning forward moment or forward thinking moment. And it's definitely going to pay off because everybody that goes to the gym that is transitioning into the healthier lifestyle, they have zero clue. I know I've been doing it for what, almost 20 years now, and zero clue on what this overtraining thing is. It's, I don't know. I think it's a myth, but there's a bunch of people that says it's real, so let's go.
You know what? A lot of people think it's a myth, but it's real, brother. Like There is
I'm
this thing.
I'm just being sarcastic. I know. I know. It's
It is. It is.
Hey,
It's hard, but it happens. Yeah, yeah, and that's a good thing. I'm gonna have to go back. You see, when we have conversations like this, and then I go back to the coding team, and I'm like, "Hey guys, guess what? We gotta do this," and they're like, "Oh shit!" Excuse my French. They 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 gotta go back to the drawing board. So I'm taking notes. I have my notepad right here, right next to me, and that's something we're gonna look into.
hey, quick thing for you, Pablo. Let me try to help you out on here. I heard you said something about building right? How do you know what right is when you're the innovator, and you're basically doing this first, right? You wouldn't know. In my eyes, you could try to do as much as you can the right way, but there's so many unknowables that can occur that will actually have you shift different to different directions. Now, with that said, you mentioned something about, or Stone did, that there's nothing out there that actually scans or know exactly what you put in your mouth. I think that there's got to be an option or a way that you can take a picture of what you are about to eat, and because of the technology that AI has, it can actually scan it and tell you exactly what you're putting in your mouth. Depending on how the database is filled up. I think the token link has a lot of different things that are being added to it. Like the graph and stuff. So basically, there is a way. Maybe it's more research you would have to do to know exactly how to get it done. But I believe that there is a way that you can scan an item or food that you're about to put in your mouth. Even your meds, you can scan them, and they can either warn you, hey, you're not supposed to take this at this time. You have to wait, because you get some limited times. Like you got to take it every 4 hours or every 6 hours. And if you attempt to put it in your mouth, do a scan and before you drink it, and it'll tell you, yeah, this is the right time, or no, you have to wait, X amount of time before you can actually put that in your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? You see where I'm going?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is some applications, standalone applications that do the scanning system. The problem with some of them is that they're not 100% accurate. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's something that we are looking into.
Yep.
It's not gonna be ready off the go. We want to prioritize, finishing the basic main structure, making sure everything's working really good. But
Yeah.
on the 2.0 version, there is a lot of things that we're going to add, like profile modification, be able to add your NFT image to it, even if it's not part of Health AI, something that you want to identify yourself with. And also, we're going to have to add some type of scanning feature, just because we did get that recommendation. A lot of people that did the testing or are doing the limited beta, they're like, hey, are you going to add something to scan our meals, get the calories intake and this, and scan pills and scan this and that? And I was like, yeah, we'll probably. So the technology is out there. It's just not 100% reliable. So we're gonna have to probably put it in the back burner a little bit, and then maybe like in the 2.0 version, more closer to the end of the year, have it right along with the profile modification where you can basically customize your profile however you want. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's something doable. It is.
I forgot the name of the actual website that you can actually go and track an item, and track it to the source, right? Where it came from, the stops that it made, how long has it been traveling to you, and things like that. I can't quite pinpoint the thing right now, but I know that definitely the technology exists that allows you to do that. Now, with that said, we're closing the show pretty soon. I wanted to ask you a big question. Why XRP, and how does XRPL integrates to Health AI?
So there's a couple of things. Why XRP? The first one is the speed, right? So when you're doing rewards or when you're gonna be logging in audit trails within the system, you want it to be fast, you want it to be reliable, and you want it to be affordable. So you get all that with XRP, and there is no way you can get that with Solana. There is another blockchain that provides similar results, which I'm not gonna say the name and the speed, but yeah. So XRP, the main thing why XRP is speed. Uh, Auditing for the audit trails are gonna come up in the future, and basically bundling transactions, reward systems, more affordable, and the community. I'm going to be honest with you, the community, because a lot of people don't really pay attention about this. I'm going to tell you why the community, right? So think about yourself as a Web 2 developer, not the Web 3. Think about yourself as a Web 2 developer. Imagine you created this great application, and now you have to pay testers or campaigns or do market studies. All that is free within the XRPL community. When you have an engaged community, when you have an XRPL community that is willing to talk to you in direct messages, to be part of your answering questions, providing recommendations, testing features, live beta testing or limited beta testing, and you get all that for free, that's priceless. That's what a lot of people don't think about the XRPL community. It's that you don't get it with Solana. There's a lot of pump and dumps, or they just don't engage. They're just hypers. You don't get it with Cardano. You don't get it with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just a bunch of rich people that got lucky, or Ethereum. You don't get none of that, and it's not affordable. So if you put your hat as a Web 2 developer that have developed a great system, now you have to pay extra to test your system or get actual recommendations. That it just makes no sense. But then you come here, you build on Web 3, you get engaged with the XRPL community, and you get all that for free from your community, which is great.
100%. 100%. Hey, listen, if anybody, this is your last chance to ask another question if you have one. But if you don't, I have two last questions for you, Pablo. So
Yo,
the
yeah.
first one is, why should people trust you to keep building this? And then the second one, so you can do back to back, how do we, the community, actually help you in furthering your journey with health AI? What, where can we basically put our grain of sand, to kind of help you?
So the first thing is that how do you guys trust me, right? The first thing that you guys have to think about is always do your own research and don't ever take anything for granted. Now, why you always do your own research? Because I could tell you, oh, I'm doing this, oh, I'm doing that, oh, well, I've been building this for such a long time, I've been putting money and stuff like that. But nothing will guarantee you that it's going to be successful or it's not going to be successful or whatever not. So always do your own research, right? Go to the website, go to healthaicoin.com and do a deep dive. Read the roadmap. We are a little bit behind our roadmap, about a month. So, but we're building, right? Uh, so do your own research. Don't just take my word for anything I'm saying. Do your own research. Go to the website. Talk to people on the community members. Go to the Telegram. Do a deep dive. Make sure you are comfortable and don't ever, ever, ever trade or invest anything that you cannot afford to lose. And if I will tell you different, it's because I'm lying. So do that first. And if my mission resonates with you, you're welcome. The second thing regarding that same point is that I'm trying to be as transparent as I can. I think if you talk to any community member involved with me or directly or indirectly with me, that they know me at to a certain level, they know I'm a transparent person, a transparent guy. I'm not on spaces all the time, but I try to. So I will say that do your own research, do a deep dive, talk to community members, and if you like it, come on board. If not, just look for other projects. And the second thing is that what can you guys do uh, in order for me to continue this mission is just spread the word, right? If you think someone might benefit from what I'm building, is just tell them, hey, have you heard of Health AI? This is their X profile. You might want to get involved. There's a lot of copycats out there. They're trying to copy what we do, especially on Soul. They have launched like I don't know, like 3, 4 tokens using or websites, and we always have to clarify it's not us, it's not us. That's what we put XRPL in the front of our profile. So make sure you're talking to the real Health AI, which is us. And That's pretty much it. Just help us spread the word, right? Because at a certain point, maybe in a month or two, we're gonna be fully live with the web application, and I just want everybody to use it and tell their providers, their doctors, hey, have you seen Health AI? Did you know if you interact with me through the Health AI ecosystem, starting with Nurse Help Me, did you know you are going to get rewarded and I'm going to get rewarded? Bring providers, within the system.
Okay, okay. Hey, listen, I got one more person that came up. His hands is automatically up. My man, where are you? Early, talk to us. You have a question? Welcome to KYD.
Yo, how's it going? Thank you, Stone, for sending me an invite. Just waking up in the morning, been kind of checked out the last while with work, but yeah, always supported Health AI, always been there for him. He was around with us in the farm, and just overall a great person. He's always kind of been included in our spaces, been around in our spaces. Uh, yeah, love what he's actually doing and love the NFT concept of giving voting rights and everything else through it to kind of give the community a voice in what he is doing within his project. And like I say, I always just had an amazing time around him and always been there to support him with it, even down to the utility given with the tokens and getting I think I have 3 or 4 NFTs, and I get like almost 4 million health AI every week just in a drop, which over time adds out to be a lot. And you just kind of reinvest back in to the project and think more of the long term. And if you do things like that, I'm sure once everything is built out and adoption kind of starts to happen, that we'll all be able to reap the benefits of that. So I did miss the first half of this, but wanted to just come up and give you some flowers, Health AI. Even while everything is dropping, we open up spaces. I think you're one of the first people there. You're always on the speaker panel. You're always talking with us, shooting the shit. And yeah, just overall a great person.
Early, thank you very much for coming up, man. I appreciate you being here. Hey, Health AI, Pablo, any closing remarks?
Yeah, just really quick for anyone building out there, silence the hype, silence the outside noise, and work in your own timeline. If you do that, you're gonna be fine. And if you're building for the future, it doesn't really matter if the price is going down or the price is going up. If you're doing something right, it will eventually catch up. So silence the hype, silence the outside noise, and build on your own time. Create your own timeline.
Well said, well said. Yes, no hype. This is why KYD was created. With that said, thank you, Pablo. Thank you very much for talking to us. Thank you for taking the time to taking us under the hood. This is exactly what KYD is about, knowing the human behind the code. For everyone listening, don't just watch the price. Watch the builders. Watch the conviction. That's where the future shows up first. My friend, thank you again, once again, everyone, for being here.
Wait, Uga Tiger,
Oh, oh.
thank you for hosting a space like this. Anybody hosting spaces, we need to give you thanks as well. So thanks for creating this KYD, and I'll definitely be tuning in. Get more time on the weekends than I do during the week these days, so I'll try and find some and possibly throw up a farm at one point throughout the weekend. But no, thank you for holding these spaces, and you deserve flowers just as much as us. So
Thank you, man. I
hit
appreciate your
that
support.
track.
I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Know your dev, let it breathe for a minute. Know your dev, let it breathe for a minute. Yeah, yeah. Know your dev, know the code, know the mind. No shortcuts here, just blood and time. From the spark to the shit, from the dark to the shine. Know your dev, yeah, we building in lines. Yeah. Know your dev, know the hands that create. Not the hype, not the noise, just the weight. If it runs tomorrow, it was built last night. Know your dev, yeah, we earned this right. Late nights, empty rooms, screens glow blue.
Pressure on the clock, but the vision stay true. From ideas on paper to systems that scale. Every failure a lesson, every win leave a trail. They don't see the hours when the chat go quiet, when the doubt get loud, but the focus stay right. We don't copy waves, we design a tide. Every block locked in with the future inside. Know your dev, know the code, know the grind. Every scar on the bill tell a story in time. From the first commit to the final deploy. Know your dev, yeah, we build not noise. No suits in the room, just makers and why. Turning risk into structure, stress into fire. Open minds, open ledgers, truth in the work. If the system stand tall, you know who did the dirt. This ain't overnight, this is years in the cut. Trust earned slow, never forced, never rushed. When the lights come on and the product go live, that's a piece of the builder still coded inside. Not a headline, not a trend. This is humans who build what the future depends. If it runs, if it scales, if it stands the test. Put respect on the dev, yeah, remember the rest. Yo, know your dev, know the sauce, know the flame. Same legend, same mission, different name. Fade to black, but the work still low.